Hi, this is Eric Strumpus and Ken Smyers. We're at IBcom Realcomm 213 with Jim Young. Jim is the founder of this. Hey, this is your baby. It's starting to grow up.
Yeah, well, like I said, Realcomm is now 15 years old, so it's a teenager, and IBcom is this too, so it still is a baby. But the baby's growing fast.
It really is, and and very well behaved teenager, I might add.
Yeah, well, it's funny because the relationship between Realcomm and IBcom is pretty important because the Realcomm has been the real estate people talking about automated solutions, property management, and they're a very well organized crowd that's been around for, like I said, 10, 15 years. CIOs, chief operating officers, people who own big portfolios of real estate. 10 years ago, we started introducing the smart building to them, right? They pushed, didn't necessarily want to get it, but little by little, every year, more and more are embracing it. So we couldn't have launched IBcom as a standalone show because there wasn't really enough people there. So we grabbed all the smart guys from the Realcomm side and said, okay, we need you to come over on the intelligent building side and be the base, and now let's invite some new people. And so we got end users here who've got small cities, Irvine was here, Irvine company, and we got Microsoft, it's a campus, that's a city. We got the city of San Diego here, plus all of our REITs and our shopping center people. So we got end users, we got integrators, we got manufacturers, and the only common denominator is we're not satisfied with the way we've been doing things for the last 30 years. Everybody here is looking, what does a smart, intelligent, connected, high-performance building look like at this point going forward? And all the rules are getting busted. It's a little bit chaotic for the next year or two, but it's getting figured out.
Well, Jim, I got to tell you, this is our first IBcom show. This is you just can't miss this. This is the best show I've ever been to. We've got more information, more connections, but to really find out what, the conversations about, what people are talking about. And one of the takeaways we got, and see if you concur with this, is, hey, the technology's here. It's been here. It's working well. The challenges now are sort of regular business challenges. We got to get the building people talking. We get the IT people talking to the champions in the company, to the building automation people in the company, and you got to get involved. You got to talk the same language.
Well, I mean, if you saw the general session, which was for the smartest guys, big projects, smart projects, and one was a chief operating officer, one was a chief information officer, one was in charge of facilities, and one was in charge of energy and sustainability. 4 different people.
Amazing.
Owning the project. So you go into any organization, it's a crapshoot as to who is going to be the lead, who's going to be the driver. So yes, we have got people in this exhibit floor that could wire the earth and make an intelligent planet. So the technology's here. Is it perfect? No. Do we have a couple years of figuring some stuff out? Yes. However, this is all about people now. Executive leadership that gets it, driving down. God forbid we would have a big project, to do the earth, because we don't have enough people on the bottom to execute. So all those traditional guys have to get in here and understand this new IT approach and data and enterprise and networks and take all the data from the world they know, the controls world and the equipment world, but it's got to come together.
Well, really does it. Kenny came up with a new term that you heard this session, and this is for our community.
Right. Actually, Jim, I think you did a good job coaching us to get here and to learn the vocabulary, the conversation from the real estate perspective. Our guys are very good systems integrators, but they're normally one building at a time. Right. The concept here was that the technology's ready, but some of the integration people, their companies, their formats, their approach towards this industry, they're not ready.
So I have a real quick litmus test. One of your team, your industry comes up and I say, okay, I'm ready, I got 100 buildings, I want a network, I want big data, I want business process automation, can you go? And if the answer is no, or there's a hesitation, then your industry or your guys aren't ready.
See, and that's the thing we want to take back. We're going to take that back to Control Trends, and we're going to keep amplifying that message to see, because we have already started to qualify people that could respond to it. We actually had initiatives here where they have 18 projects. If the people are ready, if the companies are ready, there's people that want to talk to them and get something going, because the biggest takeaway I got was it's time to do it now. That cross that chasm, is to use your word, and do it now. The time is now.
Yeah, well, we don't want to let the demand side get ahead of the supply side. They are the real estate industry, hospitals, office buildings, malls. They're waking up. They want to do this. We need to be able to execute. We need an integration community, a master integrator, I call it, says I could handle a project from the East Coast to the West Coast, 100 buildings, all aspects, energy, operations, a very complex, approach. We need the talent to be able to deliver on that.
Right, and so the master integrator is a term that we heard over, and that's for our community. Becoming a master integrator, there is no recession for those guys, right?
Absolutely
Master
not.
Systems Integrator, MSI. We're going to help coin
we came up with that about 3 years ago, and the criteria was I could do a national implementation. I'm not segmented to one manufacturer or one aspect of a smart building. I understand the big approach. I know I need an IT relationship in my team, and it's a much more a comprehensive approach. So.
Jim, thank you so much. What a great show. You
thanks
got
for being
to our
here.
community. You guys got to come next year. Where else can you talk with Daryl Smith, who takes care of all Microsoft's buildings, John Leslie, who takes care of MGN?
They want to talk. They want to talk. They want to talk. Yeah.
Very friendly, very accessible. Jim, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for being here. Thank you.
Jim Young, Realcom.
Bye-bye.